Now let's go to the castle. Hello.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
He sounds like a vampire. He isn't. He's in daytime. Anyways.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Joyous.
I am Boris Stovich.
As in that lady's husband, the shopkeep.
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years. I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say. He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Adavis.
I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that.
Okay, I didn't even know that that part was there, but okay.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Let's see.
The town of Moldavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town.
Right, okay, and why don't we give him one of these?
You hand one of your sandwiches over to the gatekeeper.
An avocado and garlic sandwich? Why, I haven't had one of those for years. You are most kind, but I fear that it would make me homesick.
Hint.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Yeah, I expect a shallow grave myself, but I'm me. Anyways, let's play Matchmaker. Oi! Fat lady.
More missing people. Now old Nikolai is gone. What is this town coming to?
Old Nikolai is dead.
My sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
And now let's tell her about the gatekeeper.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Huh? Tell him he's a rotten no good Nick.
Good Nick. Lol. Bad Nick.
As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
Alright. This quest is basically running back and forth. Back and forth. Oh well.
Hello again. You are a most brave man to wander so freely in the Moldavian woods.
I've got counter spells, attack spells, and very soon I'm going to have something that that can pierce through reversal quite easily.
You tell Boris what Olga said about him. He blushes.
Olga was always opinionated. I grew tired of listening to her complain about me all the time. May your journey take you where you wish to go.
And now let's tell Olga this information or something. Whatever. Screw it.
Well now, what news do you have for me?
Boris is a jerk and so are you.
You tell Olga that Boris says she complains about him all the time.
Well, if he'd ever been here to get his work done instead of spending all his time carousing at the inn, I wouldn't have had to complain. And you can tell him I said so, huh?
Later.
As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
He ain't lost. We've been over this. Idiot NPCs, I swear to God.
A fine autumn day to be walking. A man who walks everywhere will see much, I always say.
Tell him that Olga thinks he was too lazy.
Lazy? What was there to do in a shop with no customers? Once the swamp cut off trade here, we had nothing to sell. I had nothing to do there, so just because I would sit at the inn and talk with the other men, she thought I was lazy. All she ever did was sit around and give me orders when I was in the shop. What was the point of dusting if no one came in the shop to notice the dust?
Makes sense.
Come back again sometime. It's good to have someone to talk to, besides myself.
He's an older man, but I'm pretty sure he can handle some travels around here.
Back again so soon. What have you heard lately?
You tell Olga that Boris didn't like being ordered around all the time.
Oh, I wouldn't have had to order him around if he could only have done his work. I just wanted the shop to be neat and clean in case anyone came in. How does he expect me to do all the work around here by myself? This was his family's business after all.
Says a creepy cat lady.
As my husband used to say, come back again.
Yeah, we've heard that one. That reminds me, I really need to get my hands on another mana fruit.
Welcome again. It is so good to speak with you as always. The woods around here seem almost frightening at times. When you arrive, I know it is only my imagination that makes me nervous.
Nice to sound creepy, old man.
You tell Boris that Olga is having trouble running the shop without him.
There is much to do to keep the shop straightened up. My family always worked together to keep it going before. If only Olga wouldn't nag me all the time. She and I used to enjoy running the shop when we actually had things to sell. What is the point of even running a shop when there is no business?
And we're almost done.
Farewell, and may your path lead to your goal.
The eventual domination of the world? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a bit off in case if you haven't noticed, but I don't see you guys complaining.
You again. Heard anything interesting lately?
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open when there's nothing left to sell.
No business. Huh. You just tell that man about my avocado and garlic sandwiches. People come in and buy them all the time. As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
Come on.
Hello again. You are a most brave man.
You tell Boris about Olga's avocado and garlic sandwiches.
How I used to love her avocado and garlic sandwiches. We had them on our wedding night, you know. You should have seen the garlic and avocado flowers decorating our wedding cake. Oh, beautiful. And she baked the cake herself. Oh, she always was a good cook. You remind me of how much I miss my wife. I shall go back and visit her.
And there we go. Done.
Come back again sometime.
I don't need to come back ever again. Thank you.
Back again. Boris came back to visit me. We had a lot to talk about. He says he'll come back again after work. It was nice to see him. Seemed like old times.
And there, we're pretty much done here.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Let's see.
Yeah, good night, and don't let the bedbugs bite, as my